And you could post about yoga, and you could talk about yoga, and you could show different poses with yoga, and you can have breathing techniques, and you could recommend books or different gurus that can tell you different ways to be involved in yoga. Or you can get more specific than that. Did you know that there's such a thing as goat yoga? Has any of you ever heard of goat yoga? Put a 2 in the chat if you've ever heard of goat yoga. You're doing yoga and you're having goats crawl on you. Look at the 2s. This is a thing. If you don't think it's a thing, look it up. Look it up. Goats are crawling around on people while they're doing yoga. Crazy, right? Where do you think you would get more traction? Talking generally about yoga or talking about goat yoga? Put a 1 in the chat if you think you'd get more just talking about yoga. Or 2, do you think you'd get more traction talking about goat yoga? Which one? 1 or a 2? Why is it a 2? Because it's more unique. You just lost in the noise if you're just talking about yoga. But if you're talking about goat yoga, anybody that you know that's involved in yoga, you do a goat yoga page and you have a different goat yoga picture every day and different goat yoga ideas and different goat yoga techniques and interviewing goat yoga experts. Everybody who looks at that content is going to say, I have a friend who's into yoga. I wonder if they're interested in this. They hit the share button. They send it over to that person. Said, hey, you might be interested in this crazy goat yoga thing. True? Let's say you're into baking. That's a big, broad, general thing. If you're into cakes, that's maybe a little bit more specific. What if you're just into cupcakes? Which one are you going to get more traction on? Baking, cakes, or cupcakes? If you're just starting. Cupcakes, for sure. For sure. You could have a featured cupcake of the day, every single day. A different decorated cupcake that you could put on your page. You could have recipes for cupcakes. You could have baking strategies for cupcakes. You could have the best tasting cake part of the cupcakes. You could have how to decorate your cupcake tutorials. You could have experts on cooking cupcakes. You could have other videos that you find or articles written about cupcake masters. And now anybody else who's interested in cupcakes is going to start following you every single day. And then guess what you can do? Occasionally you can say, hey, if you want to know how I have time to make all these cupcakes, I've got this other business that I work from home, that I'm able to help people in their lives, and it gives me so much joy. If you're interested in finding out what it is, just put a 1 in the chat. I'll reach out to you and we'll have a conversation and see if you're a fit. But if you are, it'd be fun to work with you. Could you get some results from that? Look at all the 1s right now, and we're just role playing. So if you're into cars, that's one thing. It's very broad. Like there's one social media person. I don't know if you've seen this person. Her name is Supercar Blondie. Anybody ever heard of Supercar Blondie? Put a 5 in the chat if you've heard of Supercar Blondie. Coach Judds has heard of Supercar Blondie. Look at these people. This is just one person. You know what she did? She decided to go look at and test drive every supercar she could find in the world. Look at all the 5s. Is that something any of you could do? Could you go look at and find the supercars if you love supercars? Could you go find them in your country and do a review on that car? Take it out for a test drive, showcase it, make a little video around it. She became famous. You guys are in many, many different countries around the world. This English-speaking Supercar Blondie is just a blonde lady who's out there reviewing supercars. If you're into supercars, would that be fun? Is there room for you to be able to rate supercars with your own personality? Of course. So you could pick just Ferraris. You could pick just red Ferraris. You could become the red Ferrari person. Red Ferrari Korean. or whatever you wanted, right? And all you did was feature a different red Ferrari every single day. Guess what you'd become famous for? Red Ferraris. And everybody who else is into Ferraris is going to start sending it around. You're going to become known really, really fast. So it doesn't matter. Here's what I'm telling you. You don't have to be an expert in order to be able to build a brand. This is what I learned from Gary Vaynerchuk, and this is what I did myself. You don't have to be a world expert. I happen to become an expert in network marketing, but if I wasn't an expert, could I curate all of the great content in the world and put it all in one place and make it easy for somebody? If you're into technology, could you review every piece of technology in the world and give the pros and cons of every piece of technology? Do an unboxing of every piece of technology? Give a review of every single one? Would you become interesting and valuable? Would you end up with a whole bunch of free technology in exchange for doing these reviews? Would you become something of an expert? And even if you weren't an expert, could you interview other people and you're just sitting there with them while they review the technology? Could you do that? This is why I asked you to find something that you're passionate about, you're really into. Because if you're really into this thing, you could talk about it for forever. You can find articles about it, post it on your page. You can find videos, post it on your page. You can do interviews with experts, post it on your page. How many of you, what if you have a lot of interest? Find one, right? And here's, if you want to look, I'll give you a quick tip. Take your phone right now. If you're trying to build your brand and what you're known for, take your phone right now, take a selfie of you and hold up 3 fingers, okay? Just hold up 3 fingers, take a selfie, bing, right? And then I want you to post this on social, and I want you to ask this question. I am looking to expand my brand on social media. As my friend, will you do me a favor? What are 3 things that come to mind when you think about me? And just, you won't believe the engagement you're going to get from that. It'll just blow your mind. What's going to happen in your post when you put up this little 3 picture and you ask that question. So if you have a lot of interests, what I would say is, what is the most unique? What is the most specialized? So if you can answer that question, if you have a lot of interest, give me some examples of your various interests and I'll give you some feedback. I'll give you some live coaching. What are some of your different interests? Throw it in the chat. Is the chat still on? I think so. Workout is an interest. Fitness is an interest. Kind of the same. How specific can you get? Your nutrition club, that's a little Herbalife specific. Could you do something on personal development? Sure. Could you review a different book every day? Could you review a different personal development guru every day? Could you interview people, authors, speakers every single day? Of course. So the more general, the less traction you're going to get. The more specific, the more traction you're going to get. You can become famous around your little specific thing. 5-kilometer jogging every day. What are all the secrets to doing that? What are the best places to jog? You could talk about hiking. What are the best places to hike? Rate the places on a scale of 1 to 100. List them in your country. What are all the best hikes that you could do? What are all the best runs that you could do? What's the best shoes that you could wear for running? What's the best gear to be able to hold on to? How do you hydrate? What's the best way to get nutrition while you're doing a run? You can go forever. Do you understand? Bringing in experts, giving your ideas. Do you do this on a personal page? I would recommend you do this on a personal page if you want to increase your recruiting. Okay? If you want to increase your recruiting, doing this on your personal page. Now, let me give you a challenge. And this is going to sound really strange. Okay? And I'm telling you this from 16 years experience now. Most of you, your friend list is mostly other Herbalife people on social. Your friends, mostly other Herbalife people. And this kills your ability to prospect effectively. Weird, huh? Here's what the algorithm does. The algorithm sees, oh, they're in Herbalife. Oh, they're connected with all these Herbalife people. So it starts only showing your content to other Herbalife people. And all the content you see is just other Herbalife people to you. Your prospects don't see your content because the algorithm's trying to be efficient. So you remember racing to try and get 5,000 followers on Facebook? I mean, I raced to try and do that. I only follow 230 people on my personal page. I have 181,000 followers. So people can follow you, but here's what I would tell you. On your personal page, it should be filled with 5,000 prospects. People who are not in Herbalife. And your Herbalife friends should be in a Herbalife group page somewhere else. If you want to recruit more and sell more product, have 5,000 prospects who are passionate about what you're passionate about, connected to your content on your main page, and have your Herbalife friends connected into a Herbalife specific group. Okay? So that means you need to unfriend there and tell them that we're going to communicate over here, and here's why I'm doing that, so I can be connected. Now, you have to talk to them. Now, I can unfriend your Herbalife friend. You have to talk to them and say, look, I'm not unfriending you. I'm just making space for my prospects in my personal page, and you can still follow me. It's great, and I'll follow you, but I want you to connect in this Herbalife specific group, and then we can both prospect better. Okay? I know it sounds weird, but you got to understand how this technology works. Do you want your prospects to see your content or not? Or do you just want to share your content with other Herbalife people that are already in? That's the choice you need to make. Okay? So, I would fill my friend list with 5,000 prospects. And I would have all my Herbalife friends in a special group. And I would communicate with each one of them as I did it so their feelings weren't hurt. They weren't offended. Okay? And I would encourage them to do the same thing. So, I'm not going to go farther on passion, but find your passion and get as specific as possible. Okay? As specific as possible. And then you can use that to build a following by putting out great value, great content that people who have your same passions would love that. And they'll start sharing, they'll start watching. Your engagement's going to go straight up. Your ability to recruit and to sign up customers is going to go through the roof. Incredible. One of my students, you want to hear a crazy number? This woman recruited 12,000 people using this approach. Personal. She recruited 12,000 distributors utilizing this strategy. What? True story. 12,000 distributors. If she did that, could you do 1,200 or 120 or 12? You could do more than you're doing. I have a few students who've done more than 5,000 personal distributor recruits using this strategy. They have so much people following them that it's very easy for them to transition and create a private conversation with those people who are following them and share their business with them. And they're so kind of famous that everybody's super excited about working with them. This can happen for you. And guess what you need to do? Same thing I needed to do. Just start. Start. Moss is saying, can I repeat the title of Post with the Selfie? Look, I'm looking to expand my brand. What are 3 things that you think about when you think of me? So how do you get these results? Find your passion. Get as specific as possible. Okay? So let's slide back up. Find your passion. Get as specific as possible. And hey, start and stop. If this one's not working, try a different one. Find out what's going to get traction, what's interesting. The more specific you get, the better. Next is setting up your social media profiles. How do you set up your profiles? First, your Facebook profile. Let's talk about that. You got your cover photo. When people come to your page, they're going to see your content in a feed somewhere or in some sort of scroll. When they come to your page, you want them to go, oh, this is my kind of person. This takes up the most percentage of your screen. So if you're in goat yoga, put something like this up there. Picture of you and some goats. If you're into cupcakes, you and a whole bunch of cupcakes that look delicious. If you're into supercars, you and a whole bunch of supercars. People go, oh my gosh, look at those cars. Those are amazing. Could you create a supercar brand? Of course. Are any of you interested in a sports team? You could become the #1 fan of that sports team and just talk about that sports team. Build a huge brand around it. Talking everything about your team. So your cover photo takes up most of the screen, needs to immediately tell people visually, this is my person. I like this person. Your profile photo. It's best to have a contrasting but not distracting background. There's lots of apps that you can use to do this. If you go jump on NowSite or ChatGPT or Google and just ask, how do I create a standout profile photo? Lots of apps that will help you do that. Use the same photo on every platform. If you're on all the different platforms, use the same photo so people get used to seeing that photo on every platform. Okay? Then in your bio, so you got your cover photo, you got your profile picture, then you have your profile bio. Make it obvious how you help people. So there's a couple lines that I love. If you're writing your bio, on a mission to educate the world about cupcakes. I'm on a mission to make goat yoga the most popular form of yoga in the world. I'm on a mission to find every supercar in the world and show it to you. See what I'm saying? What are you on a mission to do? If you say, I'm on a mission to build my Herbalife business, now you look like a commercial. Unless you're gorgeous or super charismatic or super famous, it's not going to work like you think it's going to work to just be an Herbalife commercial. They're going to say, oh, I already know all about that. Give them something to connect with you about, build your tribe, and you'll have plenty of opportunities to be able to involve them in your business. On a mission to or helping people to, and fill in the blanks. Your bio needs to be congruent with your cover photo. Don't confuse people. They'll think that you can't help and they'll go away. If they're just like, the bio doesn't connect with whatever you say you are, they're just going to say, you know what, I'm out. Next thing is pinned posts. When people come to your platform, whatever it is, you can pin posts to the very top that literally shows people what you stand for. Have the posts that explain, here's what I do, here's why I do it, here's how it helps. Make a great photo of yourself. Make sure it's congruent with your cover photo and bio. Create a post with it that states who you are, how you help other people, and what they can expect from your content. Pin it to the top of your feed. You can also take your greatest posts. You know, if you test drove a Bugatti and you're a supercar person, well, put that Bugatti up there. Let people go, oh my gosh, a Bugatti. A Koenigsegg, you know, oh my gosh, it's one of those. You're not going to believe this supercar I got to drive. Check it out, right? Pin those up at top, the most popular ones that you have. And then also, some of you need to review all of your platforms and posts and remove anything that makes you look unprofessional. Some of you need to clean some stuff up. If they go look, are they going to see a clear story about what you stand for? Or is it going to be all over the place? Create a clear story. Don't get obsessed with the number of views or followers you get. I would rather you have 100 super fans than 1,000 people that don't care. I'd rather you have 100 super fans than 10,000 people. Oh, you got all the credibility of having 10,000 people. Who cares? What matters is 100 people that never miss one of your videos, that love your stuff, that share your stuff, that comments all the time on your stuff. Get obsessed with the number of conversations you can create. Conversations beat views. All of this is just a way for you to increase the conversations that you're having with people that have the ability to become a customer or become a distributor. That's all it is. It's a way for you to increase all of this stuff. So, bottom line, let me give you a word that I don't have in the slides. But once you figure out what your brand's going to be, and again, how do you figure this out? Just start. Just start. Plan, do, review, learn as you go. Just start. Okay? But write this one word down. Value. Value. Bring value to your community. If there's a meme that has to do with your brand or what it is that you're talking about, share the meme. People will have a laugh. If there's a quote that has to do with what you're doing, share the quote. If there's a video that you saw someplace else that your community would love, share the video. And give people credit for where the video came from. Now build a community with those people that have like-minded, and you'll start to be able to get traffic from their people. Create value any possible way. You can do that through education. You can do that through photos. You can do that through being funny, be controversial. You can find great content from all different types of sources. You can give your opinions, but just don't be boring. Bring value to your community. So posting is a quantity game. I just learned that posting is a quantity game. You just need to post more. And once you figure out your brand, here's the great thing. Herbalife has this relationship with NowSite. And NowSite is a technology platform that you can access and try out for free. This is a platform that you can teach it what you're passionate about, and it will help you create posts. And it'll help you how to respond to people. It'll help you stay compliant to make sure that you're not violating companies' policies and procedures. It'll help you engage. It'll teach you how to respond. It'll tell you what to say back to a person who's commenting. And if a person likes your post, they just started you started a conversation by doing the post. If they like it, that's them returning the conversation. Now it's your turn. Hey, thanks for the like. What'd you like best about what I just put up there? They respond back. Now you can take it into a direct message and have a conversation. Doesn't need to be in front of everybody else. Social media helps you start or continue conversations with people. Okay? So all of this, just like listen to everything that I'm sharing with you is, one, just start. Just start. You don't have to be an expert. Two, find your passion. Get as specific as you can possibly get. Three, bring value either from your expertise or collecting expertise around the topic that you love. But make it obvious what you stand for. Okay? Repetition. Make sure your profile and everything matches all of that stuff. Put up the quantity necessary. And you can, so long as you provide value, they won't have any problem with you occasionally saying, hey, you want to know how I can afford to drive all these supercars? I got this side business I run out of my house. And I'm looking for some people that I can help do the same. If you're interested, put a 1 in the chat. I'll reach out to you. We'll start a little conversation and we'll see if it might be a fit for you. Boom. Now you've just used your prestige in order to be able to start a meaningful business or product conversation. So social media helps you start or continue conversations. But make no mistake, proximity changes relationships. Face-to-face interaction changes relationships. Herbalife is so good at this. You know, if you've been only using technology, right? You're only on Zoom. You're not face-to-face with people. You're only using social. You're not face-to-face with people. It's time for you to get back to face-to-face. This needs to be a blend between face-to-face and technology. So you want to transition your conversations, if you're having them online or using technology, transition them to face-to-face as fast as possible. It's so vitally important because technology allows you stronger reach, but face-to-face makes it more real. You can, if you watch my content over and over and over, and you know, a lot of people send me, you know, if you look at my Instagram, this is just from you guys. You can see it going. A lot of these different posts. I mean, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages from just today. This is like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 6, 7 hours ago. Tons and tons and tons and tons. I haven't even looked at all these yet. You know, but most people are just mentioning me in the story. But if I was looking to recruit you or sell you product, I could click on that and say, hey, thanks so much for mentioning me in your feed. I appreciate the love. Right? And if you got that, that would be one level of conversation. But if I said, hey, do you want to just talk face to face real quick? Are you on WhatsApp? All right, hold on. What's your number? Boom. And now I'm on the screen, and that the person that just shared my content, I'm on the screen with them face to face. What do you think that does to the relationship? It strengthens it like crazy. So if you're thinking about communication from least effective to most effective, social chatting under a post is probably the least. The lowest value, the lowest kind of substance. It's still important. It's a conversation. But if you change that to a text or a DM, and now you're in a different level private conversation via text or DM, that's more valuable, wouldn't you agree? More personal for sure. And then what if you got voice to voice? Hey, can I just call you real quick? Boom. I hit this and call. Right? So I'll give you an example. So here's this person. Hold on. I'm going to do this. This person just messaged me in WhatsApp. I'm going to video message Dr. Cheetah Fit Coach. See if he answers. Hello. How are you? See my new friend? So if she was following my post, I'll turn this so it doesn't echo. If she was following my post, which hi, good to see you. And I said, you know, hey, just 1 second, let me just FaceTime you right now. And we had a conversation. She's going to be like, oh, cool. This is cool. It changed the relationship. Would you agree? If I did voice to voice, it'd be one thing. But if I just click on the button and I do face to face, it's a completely different thing. That's a completely different relationship. Would you agree? Right? So, hey, mwah, big love. Have a great day. Good to see you. Say goodbye to everybody. Bye-bye. So, could you do that from somebody engaging on your social? 100%. Voice to voice. I could click that. Hey, do you have a second right now? Boom. I hit it. If you go Zoom or FaceTime or WhatsApp or face-to-face technology, it's going to be better. What if I happen to live in her community? You know, I'd want to do two things. I would want to let her know about my wife, you know, so she knows that I'm not hitting on her or something. Hey, let me tell you about my wife that I love more than life itself. You know, you look like you're interested in the business that I'm interested in, would you like to get together for coffee? I'll bring my wife, you can meet her. Right? If I get face-to-face, is that going to be better than in person, better than with technology? Of course. Of course. So the more effective you can get this, in-person face-to-face is the best. Face-to-face using technology, second best. Voice-to-voice, third best. Text or DM, private. Fourth best. Social chatting, fifth best. You understand? Okay. So face-to-face opportunity examples, lots of different opportunity examples. You could do three-way calls, two-on-one calls, one-on-one calls, in-home meetings, breakfast club meetings, nutrition club meetings, local trainings, local opportunity presentations, socials, in-club encounters, connecting in clubs, challenges, fit camps, all these various things that you can use in order to be able to strengthen the relationship. Now, you already know a lot about that, okay? So why did I spend so much time on social? Because it is a huge opportunity that I think is underutilized currently in Herbalife. Based upon what I shared today, just this basic stuff, is it enough for you to get started? Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like it's enough for you to just start. Most of the learning is going to be in the doing. Just to get started, you can use NowSite to help you, right? NowSite will give you all different types of ideas. You could talk with your upline. You can work together with your friends. Just start. Be willing to start over. Be willing to try it again. Be willing to make mistakes. Be willing to, you can reinvent yourself anytime you want. Okay? Herbalife globally there's a huge opportunity because you've done such a good job in face-to-face already with all the different DMOs that you do around the world. If you add social reach to it and all of you become known for something, your influence can be absolutely huge. Can you make your page for the passion to help people lose weight? Of course. How much can you talk about that? What are all the different tips? What are all the different examples? What are all the different stories? But I would try to keep it not Herbalife specific. If you have your product, guess what you can do? Let's say you got an Herbalife product, right? Let me tell you what works really, what's better. One thing is you can say, Herbalife is amazing. This tea is unbelievable. Oh, this shake, it really helped me lose weight. That's one. Or you could not show the logo. Let's say you just have it like this. And you just say, and you're talking about supercars. This tea is the most amazing thing I've ever found. It is my secret weapon. It gives me energy. It gets me through the day. It's got aloe and collagen in it. It helps my skin. It gives me, total focus. It helps me sleep better at night. It's my secret weapon. And it tastes amazing. All right, let's talk more about this supercar. What's going to happen in the chat? What's that tea? Tell me about that tea. You're not just going to leave me with that flavor and all of those benefits, and you're not going to tell me about it. You say, oh, if you're interested, I'll shoot you a DM. And I'll let you know about this tea. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. Or you could talk about your shake. You could talk about any product, but hide it. And talk about it. Oh, amazing. Unbelievable. My secret weapon. Let's talk about goat yoga. Everybody's going to say, tell me more. What the heck? Oh, I found this thing. It helped me lose 25 pounds. Unbelievable. Amazing. How did you lose 25 pounds? Tell me. I need it. I want it. But if you say, Herbalife helped me lose 25 pounds, everybody goes, Marketing, people. Marketing. Create some curiosity. Create a little vacuum for people to step into. Cause people to be curious and ask you questions. Oh, it's like, I don't talk about my other business on this page, but if you're curious about the tea that I take, just shoot me a DM. I'm happy to tell you about it. See what I'm saying? So, I want you to expand your reach. I want you to expand your use of technology. I want you to build your brand. And let me just tell you one more thing. And then I'll wrap up. Okay, hold on. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. I got different threads going on here. From this morning. Here it is. Okay. Here's what I would tell you. A couple things. With this, here's what I would recommend that you do. Whether it's in Premier League or Flex 45 or even utilizing social media, create specific accountability groups. Ask everybody in your team, would you like to get better at social media? Let's do it together. And go into accountability group just about that, where everybody's sharing ideas. Second, create an accountability group around Flex 45 to hold people accountable in addition to everything the company's doing. Ask people, do you want to get through the Flex 45 challenge? You want to accept the challenge? Let's do it together. Get them in your own private chat group. Third, with Herbalife Premier League, create your own Herbalife Premier League chat group for people who want to get qualified in 2025. And just share ideas, create community. Okay? All of this stuff is simple, but if you start putting it all together, you're going to find out that if you do enough reps, if you continue to take the right actions, and you learn every time you do something, every time you post, you learn something. Every time you comment, you learn something. Every time you ask people if they have an interest, send me a DM, you learn something. Every time you have a call to action connected to your social, you bring value in a particular way, you learn something. Learn, share your results so other people can learn faster. Get better every day. This might intimidate you. The social media part, it might intimidate you. But it intimidated me, just being honest. But I just started. And I gave myself some grace and just said, I'm just going to learn. I'm going to get better every single day. And if I do that, I become unstoppable. Today, I've got like 5 million followers across all platforms. I should have 50 million. I'm still operating at a low level compared to what I could do. But 5 million's not a bad number. You can have more. It's not too late for you to leverage technology. It's still a teenager. Get that into your head. All of these platforms are still teenagers. It is not too late. It is so early. People are going to laugh 50 years from now that you thought it was too late in 2025. It's not. You can use this to build an even bigger Herbalife dynasty. And it will make me very, very happy if you do. So, final thing I would just tell you, those of you in Herbalife Premier League, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you not only for qualifying, but for being here. There's a lot of people who qualified for Herbalife Premier League that didn't connect to this Zoom. That couldn't be bothered. They had too much other stuff going on. Not you. That tells me something about you. It tells me your future is super, super bright. So mad love to all of you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in person sometime very, very soon. Hugs, kisses, be well. Talk to you soon. Take care.